every single life matters.
The primary responsibility of government, first of all, which is security.
We bank mostly on intervention rather than prevention.
Democracy is a government where power resides with the people.
Hello and a very warm welcome to YOU.GOV. This is a special episode dedicated to Nigeria, the nation state called Nigeria, a country blessed with abundant natural resources and the best kind of people. This is YOU.GOV. You know we always tell you, you can make your nation great if you try. I am Olomu-Agbodo. After this quick break, we'll be talking more on Nigeria's independence and all about this country, Nigeria.
Nigeria is a blessed nation, graced with abundant natural resources, diverse cultures, and the best kind of people. As Nigeria marks its 60th anniversary, we want to thank all who have done their bit in instilling the spirit of patriotism in the hearts of Nigerians. On top of that list is Pastor Chris Oyahilome for helping Nigerians embrace the green and white flag and for making our nation's green beautiful again. Thank you for reminding us that Nigeria can only be built by Nigerians. Thanks to all who have been spreading the light of hope with the messenger angel rhapsody of realities. Thanks to all the aid workers, the teachers, the traffic controllers, security forces, and all who have ensured that Nigeria remains one indivisible unit. Yes, the land can be greener. Yes, we can make Nigeria greater and stronger than ever before. No matter the tensions, conflicts, we can build our nation, one nation under the rulership of Jesus Christ. Let's try to foster peace, love, and unity. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. This week, we are celebrating the unique nation called Nigeria, a land blessed with multi-talented people from different ethnic groups. As we mark our 60th anniversary, we pray that the spirit of unity and patriotism would grow more deeply enshrined in the hearts of our citizens. But who is a citizen of Nigeria? Who is a Nigerian? Some attempts in our Street Teacher segment.
I believe a citizen is somebody who has a parent or both parents from a particular country as naturalized citizens or citizens by birth. So that's what determines citizenship. Later in life, people can become citizens through request, which is made like it is done in other parts of the world. That is by going through the migrational necessities, and maybe after spending some number of years in a particular country by their law, you can ask to be a citizen if you don't have any problems in terms of criminality, and through that you can be granted citizens. But I think citizens begins from nature itself, being born in a place by people who are born in that place themselves, whose grandparents, for example, are also from that place. So these are the two ways by which a citizen can be known.
I think you can be citizen. There are two ways. If you are born in a country, naturally you become the citizen of that place. You acquire all the rights of that the citizens of those countries are enjoying. Or you adopt the nationality of the country, that is, you naturalize and you become a full citizen. You enjoy all the rights of a citizen.
Rise, O compatriots, Nigerians call obey, to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. I forgot to that part. We came with heart and might, one nation born in freedom, peace and unity. It's been a long time actually.
You're welcome back. We are happy that we have clocked 60 as an independent state, but we would want to achieve nationhood. We want to attain that state where we'll be thinking alike and having the same ideology, having a dream called the Nigerian dream. A lot of people have mixed feelings about the nation called Nigeria. Some believe that Nigeria is even drawn from different directions by different external influences. What do you say about Nigeria? But this week we have a special guest who is joining us via call, and he is a writer, he's an author, and he is also a spoken word artist. Is Dike Chukwumerije, who'll be talking to us about his reaction to Nigeria as a nation 60 years after independence. And of course, he'll be giving us some snippets of his spoken word. They say, "I live in a free country."
It's a poem that sort of runs through the political history of Nigeria in terms of the presidents we've had and the general criteria we've used for selecting them. So the poem is a critique of our political culture, of the fact that we select leaders on the basis of where they come from or what they believe, rather than on the basis of their competence. And that as long as we continue to do this, then we're not really a free country, in that somebody from one part of the country does not enjoy the full freedom he or she should enjoy in other parts of the country. So when we talk about freedom, that we're not really free until we're able to rise above ethnocentric sentiments and really begin to put the citizen first. So until the day we are able to elect people on the basis of their citizenship, on the basis of their nationality, we're going to be handicapped in our development as a country. So that was the motivation for writing that poem. First of all, let me say that Nigeria is not 60. Nigeria has been independent for 60 years, but Nigeria is 106 years old from 1914 till date. And Nigerians have been participating politically in the governance of the country in one way or the other for close to 100 years. From the days of the Legislative Council in Lagos in 1922 and 23 and so forth. So Nigeria has been independent for 60 years. And it's a thing of both pride, that your country is getting along in years, but then it's a bittersweet feeling because you also think that there are some things, recurring issues in our trajectory as a nation. So in terms of what do I think about Nigeria at 60, it's a bittersweet thing. I'm proud to be a Nigerian, and I'm happy to see the country is still together, in spite of all the challenges we have, still together after all this time and still making an effort to move forward. At the same time, I see us able to put certain things behind us and really move decisively into the future. So it's a mixed feeling at Nigeria at 60. Nigeria is as independent as country in its position can be. We are independent. We are proudly independent of foreign interference. It doesn't mean that there will always be situations in which foreign governments, we have to eat with foreign governments, and they are able to wield some sort of influence over us. But that is what diplomacy is all about. So states have to relate with each other, and states are not all equal. Some states are more powerful than others economically, militarily, and may be able to influence you in a way that you would not otherwise have done. And this is normal for any country. But Nigeria is a proudly independent country. We do not like being dictated to by anyone. And we're always fierce in defending that independence, traditionally. Obviously, of late, there have been incidents that have happened in South Africa, in Ghana, where we have felt that our pride in our nation has been trampled upon, or other countries have taken our citizens for granted. And many Nigerians would have liked to see our government more proactive in standing up, for our country in these situations. But I think that that's a matter of foreign policy. And foreign policy depends on the government in power. In the past, we've had governments that really prioritized foreign policy, prioritized Nigeria's traditional Pan-Africanist ideology, prioritized Nigeria's traditional leadership on the African continent, didn't take these things for granted. But perhaps in this president's administration, foreign policy may not be so much of a priority, and they may be coming at it from a slightly different angle, where many things are being allowed to slide on the foreign policy area. But yes, we are independent. That's my answer to that question. We are independent politically from interference.
Well, independent indeed.
From foreign powers.
Yes. So you said we're independent.
We're independent in certain other contexts, in more domestic contexts. For instance, domestically, economically, we're still dependent on crude oil. That's a form of dependence that is dangerous to our sovereignty. In terms of our everyday living standards, we're dependent on the hand, on the charity, on the goodwill of politicians, which is also a form of dependence that is wrong. So there are other kinds of dependence that are going on, even though we're politically independent in the foreign policy sense. But there are other sorts of dependence going on the domestic level that really need to be deconstructed.
So like you said, we're independent because we are actually a sovereign nation, and we broke free from the colonial masters in October 1, 1960. But now, again, this question of our nationality. A lot of Nigerians introduce themselves as Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa first before they can now say that, oh, I am a Nigerian. So this brings us to this question. Who is a Nigerian in your own perspective?
A Nigerian is anybody who has no problems with giving somebody else what is their due, regardless of tribe or religion. A Nigerian is someone who has no problem recognizing quality and value in somebody else, regardless of where that person comes from or what God they worship. A Nigerian is somebody who cannot bring himself to deny a young boy or a young girl a scholarship they merit. So yes, these are the things that make one a Nigerian.
Well, quite interesting. A lot of people are saying the amalgamation of Nigeria that was done in 1914 was one of the major problems of the nation. But 60 years after, do we have the same excuse going forward? Should we continue saying the same thing over and over again? Our attitudes should actually change. And that was Dike Chukwumerije talking about Nigeria, talking about the political system and the structure. Of course, we've achieved some extent of development in our democracy and the like. We will desire more, but of course we are going to on a quick break. After this break, we'll continue that discussion with Dike Chukwumerije.
Nigeria is a blessed nation, graced with abundant natural resources, diverse cultures, and the best kind of people. As Nigeria marks its 60th anniversary, we want to thank all who have done their bit in instilling the spirit of patriotism in the hearts of Nigerians. On top of that list is Pastor Chris Oyahilome for helping Nigerians embrace the green and white flag and for making our nation's green beautiful again. Thank you for reminding us that Nigeria can only be built by Nigerians. Thanks to all who have been spreading the light of hope with the messenger angel Rhapsody of Realities. Thanks to all the aid workers, the teachers, the traffic controllers, security forces, and all who have ensured that Nigeria remains one indivisible unit. Yes, the land can be greener. Yes, we can make Nigeria greater and stronger than ever before. No matter the tensions, conflicts, we can build our nation, one nation under the rulership of Jesus Christ. Let's try to foster peace, love, and unity. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Yeah, welcome back. This is still a very special episode of YOU.GOV talking about Nigeria at 60 and the issues that are plaguing Nigeria at the moment. A lot of people are divided along ethnic lines. Some are calling for separation, total separation. Some are saying Nigeria should restructure. Nigeria should separate. A lot of issues. But I would ask you again, because this episode is dedicated to you as a Nigerian. Who is a Nigerian? What is your take on how to move this nation forward? Of course, we still have Dike Chukwumerije talking about Nigeria in its own way.
Yeah, so that's what I started by saying that unity in terms of integration, fostering in terms of bringing us together as one function of leadership. The leadership has to be committed to integration and unity. It does not happen by itself. You have to have people in power that are constantly investing in it and are constantly pushing that agenda. Now, there are many things that you can do to deliberately foster integration in the country. One of them is by what I call investing in the morality of integration, the morality of integration. And there are two aspects to this. One, we have to learn as a people to forgive what has happened in the past and move forward. If we keep trying to avenge or to revenge for what others did in the past, are going to be trapped in a cycle of vengeance, which is one of the things that's happening in Nigeria. So one group would do something to somebody, to another group, and that other group would continue to wait for its own chance to strike back. And when it strikes back, the other group begins to plot how to strike back. At some point, you have to invest in social forgiveness. We have to draw a line. What has happened has happened. From here, we move forward. That aspect of morality of integration. The other aspect of the morality of integration is investing in the rule of law. If somebody breaks the law, people should not be shielded from the consequences of their action, the legal consequences of their actions, by their brothers and sisters of the same ethnic group. So, for instance, with regard to the killing and insecurity in the country, one of the things that keeps swirling it is that nobody is held responsible for these killings. We just talk about it, cry about it in public. You can imagine that even government officials are crying and praying with ordinary citizens. If ordinary citizens are crying and praying, I can understand. But if the government officials are crying and praying, then there is a problem. So if somebody attacks people because of their religion or their tribe, such groups of people should be tracked down and brought to justice. This is important. This is critical to fostering a sense of unity and integration. This is just one thing that we can do.
Very, very interesting discourse with Dike Chukwumerije talking about Nigeria as a country at the moment, because we're still arguing about whether we've attained nationhood. When can we attain nationhood? We can actually attain nationhood if we try. Of course, in subsequent episodes, we're talking about how to attain nationhood, and of course, we'll be copying copiously. I'm saying copying copiously because our man of God is the compass of our time, and he's going to be directing us on what a nation should look like and how we can attain nationhood. But we want to listen to this spoken word by Dike Chukwumerije, which says, "They say I live in a free country." It's a total depiction of what Nigeria is like at the moment.
Every time I ask, people tell me Nigeria became independent in 1960. And furthermore, to show she was truly free, she became a republic in 63. Meaning the Queen was no longer head of state, meaning that we were now masters of our fate, meaning that power over Nigerians could now only be held by a Nigerian. It was why we sang and danced in the night, why we lit fires that burned through the night, why we chose a flag colored in freedom, for now we would be kings in this our kingdom. But our first head of state was Igbo, and the next, though a soldier, also Igbo. Then Angas ruled, followed by Hausa, and then came the turn of Yoruba. Then Hausa came back for a term cut short, when power was taken by an Hausa gunshot. Then Gwari claimed his turn to rule, but a mandate stolen was his downfall. Then Kanuri came, and it's quite probable that he'll still be ruling, if not for that apple. Then Yoruba returned, not once, but twice. Then Hausa returned, but died in peace. Then they left us a while to worry and wonder, and when it was over, Ijo had power, and after him came that titanic shift, and now we can see that Hausa is back, leaving me with this troublesome thought: where in all this is my own president? For where I was born is not where I'm from, and where I'm from is not my home. So when the tribes gather, I often wonder, who will I fight when you're both my brothers? Nobody asked when we were children, before we play, are you a Muslim? We shared a space that nobody claimed, but now you ask me to choose a side. When we were students, nobody asked if North and South could share a desk, if East and West could study together, but now you tell me that I'm a stranger. Stranger, yes, to these ways of thinking that tribe is everything. The Niger and Benue, they meet in my hand. I'm not an indigent, but this is my land. And this is my language. I speak nothing else. My home is here. I know nothing else. My tribe is my nation. I am nothing else. And this is my country. I have nowhere else. And so, though people are quick to assure me, to tell me this country I live in is free, deep in my heart, I know that freedom, my freedom, is yet to come. When no one will question my origin, when no one will call me a non-indigent, when no one will kill me because of my faith, when no one will cheat me because of my state, when my state will be wherever I live and will change whenever I choose to move, the day I find not a Nigerian president, but that a Nigerian is finally president. And so, while the flag of ethnicity still flutters over this land of two shining rivers, and the tribes take their turn to misgovern my country, I look to the future, for I'm not yet free.
Well, that's much we can take on this very special episode of You.GOV. All about you, all about the government. Remember, it's all about you. You are the one that can make your state become a nation. But we have some tidbits for you on the history of Nigeria's independence. Well, that's much we can take this week on You.GOV. Some people try to define who a citizen is, who is a Nigerian and the like. But the truth of the matter is that you were born in this country. You have your different types of citizenship. But if you try to make this nation work, the nation will work for you. And in the words of our man of God, Pastor Chris, Nigeria, your nation, can only be built by Nigerians. I am a Nigerian. I'll build my nation. Let's join hands together and make this nation great again. That's the much we can take. Join our conversation by using our hashtag YOU.GOV, hashtag #LoveApplause, and would also like you to send comments. Always send comments to us. And of course, we are going to be having some special quizzes. The first question, we're giving out special prizes this month of October, celebrating Nigeria. When did Nigeria become a republic? And what is the difference between a republic and a federation? Is there any difference? Let us know, and we'll announce the winner at the end of the month. God bless you. I am Olomu-Agbodo. God bless Nigeria.